Welcome back to Friends with Benefits, where we don't just talk about cars, we obsess over them, dissect them, and today, drive them without leaving our couches. We're diving headfirst into the world of racing games that let you live out your wildest driving fantasies, all without needing a real-life pit crew. Imagine tearing down the streets of Forza Horizon 5, power sliding through the sharp corners of Gran Turismo 7, and whipping past the competition in F1 2024 without worrying about a single speeding ticket. And for those with a taste for adventure, and maybe a Lego brick or two, we're throwing in Lego 2K Drive. Because, hey, who hasn't dreamt of racing a blocky Lambo? But don't think it's all fun and games. Okay, it is all fun and games, but we're breaking down the details to help you decide which of these titles deserves a spot in your gaming garage. Is iRacing the ultimate sim experience, or will Assetto Corsa Competizione have you glued to the wheel with white knuckles and sweaty palms? From arcade-style mayhem in the crew to the raw, muddy glory of Dirt Rally 2, we've got something for every kind of driver out there. So grab a snack, settle in, and let's take a digital lap around the best racing games of the season. Forza Horizon 5 is everything fans love about the Horizon series, set in an open-world Mexico brimming with vibrant landscapes and dynamic weather that showcase the game's incredible car details. It's not just a racing game, it's an entire car culture experience with over 500 cars to collect, drifting challenges, off-road adventures, and street races. The game's Event Labs lets players create custom races, making every session unique. The weekly seasonal playlist spices things up by adding fresh events that require players to explore new car classes, tactics, and tunes, almost like a looter racer twist, where strategy matters as much as speed. Accessibility options abound, and the graphics are stunning, balancing arcade-style fun with realism. On a personal note, I've been immersed in Forza Horizon 5, cruising through Mexico and soaking up the vibes. The soundtrack is next level, inspiring me to restart my music series with some chill driving and dope tracks. It's a perfect game for kicking back, and I'll be sharing fresh playlists to keep the experience going. For Gran Turismo 7 on the PS5, Polyphony Digital has crafted an experience that feels like both a tribute to car culture and a true driving simulator. The game combines an extensive solo campaign with new multiplayer features and beautifully rendered visuals that highlight the capabilities of the PS5. The GT Cafe is a standout feature, introducing objectives for players to complete, like collecting specific car sets that are tied to real-world automotive history. It's a charming, educational twist that builds players' appreciation for car design and culture beyond just racing. Tracks like Monza and the Nürburgring are visually stunning, with realistic weather effects that can change the dynamics mid-race, adding depth to the driving experience. Online, GT7 offers Sport Mode, where players compete with others under strict racing etiquette guidelines, keeping competition fair. It's a nod to how Gran Turismo has evolved into a serious esport, complete with penalty systems for ramming and reckless driving. While I haven't been diving into Gran Turismo like I used to, that's about to change. My Logitech G Pro wheel sadly only works with Xbox and PC, but I'm planning on getting the PS5 compatible version soon. Once I do, I'll be back competing with the best of the best, one of these days. GT7 promises a racing experience that's more than just speed. It's about mastering the track and building a car collection that reflects a real passion for automotive excellence. iRacing is the no-nonsense simulator that separates casual players from the die-hard racers. It's basically Navy SEAL training for sim racing. The game is all about realistic physics, intense handling, and track details so precise that it feels like you're in the driver's seat. There's no easy mode. If you crash, you feel it, and rewinding a botched turn, forget about it. This is all skill, all grit. Getting into iRacing isn't cheap though. It's a subscription-based sim, plus there are additional purchases for cars and tracks, so be prepared to put your wallet on a bit of a diet. But in return, you get access to a community of serious racers, from weekend warriors to pro drivers, who are constantly working to sharpen their skills. It's an experience where every corner's apex, every bump on the track, and every bit of tire wear feels real. And if you're into VR, it only amps up the immersion. This game isn't about coddling you. If you're up for it, iRacing will take your driving skills to the next level, giving you a taste of pro racing intensity. If you've played it, let me know. Would you recommend it, or would you pass? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Lego 2K Drive is a chaotic, imaginative kart racer that brings a fresh take to the genre, combining the unpredictability of Mario Kart with open-world freedom similar to Forza Horizon. The game thrives on colorful chaos, where you're not just dodging obstacles but encouraged to crash through them for a boost in speed. Instead of the typical penalties for going off-road, Lego 2K Drive rewards you for pushing the limits. Turning every bump and brake into fuel for your Turbometer 1 standout feature is the way vehicles seamlessly transform mid-race. Each car can switch between a street street racer, an off-road vehicle, or even a boat depending on the terrain. So you're not just dealing with one type of racing track, but multiple types within a single course. With over 20 tracks, the game offers everything from winding turns on land to swampy stretches and wide open water ramps, making every race feel like a mix of adventure and arcade chaos. Then there's the Lego brick destruction. Whether you're driving a tricked out muscle car or a wild custom creation like a burger on wheels, Lego 2K Drive turns every race into a smashing, bashing spectacle with colorful pieces flying everywhere. Plus, the vehicle customization is a builder's dream. If you can imagine it and fit it on the frame, you can create it. The vehicle editor is a nod to classic Lego games, but takes customization to a new level where you can build, paint, and race anything you dream up. However, there are a few drawbacks. The game leans heavily on microtransactions, which may turn some players off, especially parents looking for a kid-friendly game. Some activities also feel repetitive, with certain non-racing missions seemingly just there to pad the playtime. But for sheer racing fun, it's perfect for both kids and adults, capturing that classic Lego vibe with a cheery, wild twist. So if you've given it a spin, let me know what you think. Does Lego 2K Drive have that blockbusting, brick-breaking magic, or is it a pass for you? Drop your thoughts below. Assetto Corsa Competizione is a dream for sim racing fans, bringing hardcore GT3 and GT4 action that demands absolute precision, focus, and commitment. It's a world where every lap, weather change, and track bump test your skills, and each car, from Ferraris to Lamborghinis, offers a unique, finely tuned driving experience. You won't find arcade shortcuts here. Every race is about mastering the smallest details and braving endurance challenges that make you feel like a pro, or leave you wishing you were one. After trying it on a state-of-the-art simulator at World of Racing in Pasadena, I was sold. It was pure racing bliss. And just to be clear, they didn't pay me to say that. But hey, I wouldn't mind if they did. Playing it on PS5 adds haptic feedback that lets you feel every acceleration, brake, and track bump. Plus, the near 4K visuals capture everything from sunny turns to midnight sprints. It's a wild ride where day turns to night and consistency is king. The career mode is packed with tutorials and challenges led by real-world drivers, easing you into endurance races where seconds matter. Multiplayer is also a major win, letting you compete in full grids with diehard racers who, like the AI, make you fight for every millimeter of track space. This game isn't just for fans of Assetto Corsa. It's a rite of passage for anyone ready to experience the physical and mental challenge of endurance racing. If you've tried Assetto Corsa Competizione, let me know. Do you think it's worth the hype, or is it just too intense? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. F1 2024 is a thrill ride for Formula One fans, bringing you closer to life on the grid than ever before. If you've ever dreamed of living in the shoes of an F1 driver, this game delivers with style. From revamped handling to super realistic weather effects, the game's physics are dialed in to make every turn feel intense, whether it's dry or you're navigating a rain-soaked track. And for anyone who loves tweaking performance, the new tire and suspension systems mean you'll feel every little adjustment as you go from smooth cornering to the hardcore grind of endurance driving. One of the best parts this year, the expanded driver career mode. Now, it's not just about lap times, but building your rep on and off the track. You'll face new rivalries, on-track objectives, and even secret meetings with other teams if you're daring enough to explore alternate career paths. Plus, co-op career mode is back, so you can race alongside or against a friend, adding another layer to the experience. And while the AI can be a bit too by the book on the track, it's still challenging enough to keep things interesting. Graphically, F1 2024 is stunning, especially with updated lighting, shadows, and trackside details that pull you into every race. Playing this in career mode, especially with legendary drivers like Senna or Mansell, is a full-on immersive experience that'll have you pushing for the podium. So if you're a Formula One fan like me, this game might just be the closest you'll get to the big leagues without a racing license. And hey, if you've played it, let me know in the comments. Does F1 2024 get the checkered flag, or is it missing something? The Crew Motorfest drops players into the vibrant world of Hawaii, delivering a virtual playground with endless racing possibilities across land, sea, and sky. This game offers a dizzying array of themed playlists that spotlight everything from American muscle cars to Japanese drifting culture and even Porsche history. Each playlist brings a unique set of challenges and aesthetics, whether it's battling on twisting mountain roads or diving into Hawaiian swells in a powerboat. Plus, you can switch on the fly between cars, planes, and boats, creating that arcade freedom fans of the Crew series love. While visually stunning, the gameplay itself can feel a bit hit or miss. The handling is loose and very arcadey, which makes it fun for casual driving, but less ideal for anyone craving sim-style precision. Cars tend to oversteer into deep slides, so the key here is to embrace momentum and boost ahead rather than hugging those tight racing lines. The environment is vibrant, with lush landscapes and destructible objects, but the world lacks the lively traffic and pedestrians that would bring the streets to life. AI races spawn in at random, and the minimal traffic sometimes sometimes makes the map feel a bit too empty. Even with 600 available cars and multiple races to choose from, the online component, however, is both a strength and a weakness. The game is always online, so if you lose connection, even momentarily, you're booted from your session. It also means you need a Ubisoft account and stable internet access to enjoy what should be a laid-back island racing experience. Yet online play does bring some fun multiplayer elements, like Destruction Derby-style events that let players bash and crash their way through chaotic races and co-op modes that make it easy to join up with friends and create your own car crew. In many ways, Motorfest feels like a PlayStation's answer to Forza Horizon, and for PS users who don't have access to Horizon, it's a big win. With its stunning locations, varied activities, and unique playlists, the Crew Motorfest offers an arcade racer that's easy to pick up and enjoy, even if it does lean into more over-the-top elements. So if you're looking to rumble down beaches in a monster truck or skim through scenic Hawaiian roads, this might just be the laid-back racing escape you've been waiting for. WRC 10 delivers an off-road rally experience that's both challenging and packed with historical flavor. This entry celebrates the 50th anniversary of the World Rally Championship, adding legendary cars, iconic tracks, and a special anniversary mode where you can relive pivotal moments in rally history. Think vintage Audi Quattros, classic Subaru Imprezas, and nostalgic stages like the Acropolis and San Remo rallies. And for fans who want a throwback feel, some of these tracks even include period-appropriate details. Just be careful around the crowds that seem to want to experience the rally up close, a bit too close. Gameplay-wise, WRC 10 stays true to its roots with challenging physics and precise handling that feel fantastic on rough terrains. Dynamic weather makes things especially fun, or chaotic, turning a dusty track into a muddy mess, or adding a night storm when you've lost your headlights. However, be ready for some limitations. Historical races don't offer adjustable difficulty, which can make them a steep challenge for new players. Career mode lets you climb the ranks, manage your team, and tweak everything from tire choices to car liveries with an editor that's surprisingly robust. This game is KT Racing's best attempt yet to rival Dirt Rally 2, and for rally fans, it's got all the dirt, dust, and hairpin turns you could ask for. If you've played WRC 10, let me know. Does it hit the mark for you, or is it too intense? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Forza Motorsport 2023 has completely reeled me in with its commitment to realism, intense progression system, and the steady addition of new content. I'm already deep into its career mode, and I'm here for the long run, especially since they've been adding new cars and iconic tracks since launch. Recently, they dropped the Nürburgring, a personal favorite of mine, so naturally, I had to jump right back in to tackle those legendary twists and turns. The game constantly challenges you to push each car to its limits, with each update giving that extra thrill of fresh content and new challenges to master. The Builders Cup is the backbone of Forza Motorsport's career mode, where each race earns car points that allow you to level up individual vehicles. Instead of just racing, you're building a unique bond with each car, transforming it from stock to a precision machine tailored to your style. This isn't the usual buy upgrades and go. It's more like crafting each vehicle from the ground up. The immersion is top-notch. Between every race, I'm experimenting with different setups and noticing the distinct handling shifts, even with tweaks as small as tire width. Let's talk visuals and sound. Turn 10 has really nailed the aesthetics, from ray trace reflections to dynamic weather that makes the whole track feel alive. Imagine us starting a race on a sunny afternoon, only to end it in an atmospheric, fog-laden dusk. It's like racing through a live painting. And the sound design? Turn 10 opted to cut music during races, so you're fully immersed in the raw symphony of engine revs, tire squeals, and track ambience. It's a masterstroke, letting you tune into the nuances of each vehicle without distraction. Multiplayer brings even more fun with structured, serious races and a well-implemented penalty system to keep the racing clean. You'll find everything from casual rivals mode, where you can challenge other players' best times, to competitive events that replicate the intensity of real-world racing. The experience here has been designed to appeal to both casual players and die-hard racing fans alike, with the balance skewed toward rewarding skill, consistency, and precision over anything else. If you're like me and fully invested in the Forza Motorsport experience, let's chat. How are you finding it so far? Have they hit the mark, or is there something you're still waiting for? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. F1 Manager 2024 is the ultimate game for anyone who's ever dreamed of sitting on the pit wall and calling the shots for an F1 team. The latest version takes everything up a notch, especially with the new Create a Team mode, where you can build a racing team from scratch and compete as the 11th team on the grid. You can pick your drivers, from seasoned pros to rookies straight from F2 and F3, and even design your own livery and logo for that personalized touch. I played this for months on my ROG Alley, feeling fully immersed as I handled everything from finances to race strategies. One of the coolest additions Simulations is the mentality hub where managing team morale actually affects performance. If your drivers aren't vibing with the team or are unhappy with their race engineer, it shows up on the track. There's also a revamped sponsorship system where taking on engagements brings in money but could disrupt car development if not timed right. And the AI has improved, with drivers like Kevin Magnussen acting just as aggressive as in real life, adding even more excitement to each race weekend. With mechanical failures now a real risk, you'll have to balance pushing for speed with preserving parts. The realism in race strategies and car tuning makes it feel like a full-time job. I loved adjusting tire strategies and deciding when to unleash ERS, feeling like I was fully in control of my team's fate. If you're ready to dive into the racing world without holding a steering wheel, this game is worth it. So what do you think? Are you in for the long haul managing an F1 team, or does the idea of micromanaging pit stops sound like a nightmare? Let me know in the comments. For our final game, we've got the legendary sim coming in January 2025, Assetto Corsa Evo. This isn't just an update, it's shaping up to be the racing sim experience. Kunos has built a new proprietary game engine, designed to make this the most realistic sim on the market. We're talking hyper-detailed graphics, dynamic weather that will evolve throughout the race, and handling physics that even pro racers will find challenging. Imagine blazing through the Nürburgring as rain starts, gripping the wheel as the surface slicks up, knowing each corner will need perfect control. Kunos has doubled down on immersion. With Evo, you're getting a cockpit view so detailed that every shift, vibration, and traction change is palpable, and the weather system is like nothing else. Clouds roll in, rain forms puddles, and drying tracks change grip as you drive. Kunos isn't just simulating the look of rain, they're simulating how every part of the car interacts with it. The way tires grip, how traction shifts, and even how visibility fades or returns with weather shifts. It's all in there. Now let's talk about the handling. With Evo, Kunos wanted a balance between hardcore sim physics and accessible handling. This means the car feels natural, so even beginners can feel their way into it without sacrificing that high-stakes challenge pros want. They've revamped the braking physics, which means every corner demands skill and finesse. Accelerate too fast out of a turn, and the car will punish you. Brake late and you'll feel every inch of skidding as you fight to stay on track. It's a game designed to give you an intimate relationship with each car. AI is another big upgrade. The virtual drivers now mimic pro-level tactics. If you're aggressive, they'll react, defending positions and responding to every move. This AI upgrade promises to make single-player racing feel as intense and unpredictable as multiplayer. Imagine overtaking at Monza, only to have the AI driver counter you at the very next turn. It's all about keeping you engaged and making every lap feel fresh and competitive. With multiplayer, Assetto Corsa Evo plans to integrate an even more robust experience. Kunos wants online races to capture the same immersion as single player, with dynamic weather and evolving track conditions making every race unique. Add to that community-driven events and leaderboards, and you've got a game where there's always something new to tackle. Whether it's a tournament, a timed trial, or a high-stakes online match, customization will also be top-notch. From tuning every car part to suit the track conditions to personalizing your cockpit view, it's all here. And if rumors hold, the game will allow in-depth car setup adjustments, pre-race, and even mid-race. This isn't just adjusting tire pressure. You'll be fine-tuning aerodynamics, brake balance, and more, bringing an unprecedented level of control to your strategy. For sim races, this means every second can be customized and optimized to fit their racing style. So as January 2025 approaches, all eyes are on Kunos and Assetto Corsa Evo. But, of course, the big question is, will it deliver on this massive promise? With a track record of the delays in the industry, we're all hoping it lands on time. If you're a sim racing fan, start saving and clearing space on your hard drive, because Assetto Corsa Evo might be the sim that redefines racing games. Are you as excited as I am? Let me know in the comments if you're ready for Assetto Corsa Evo, and let's hope there are no delays. And that wraps up our virtual joyride here on Friends with Benefits. We've covered everything from the precision of Forza Motorsport to the nostalgic thrill of rallying through WRC10's mud-caked tracks. Whether you're a die-hard simulation purist or just want to blow off steam by crashing a Lego Ferrari, there's something here to rev everyone's engines. Now it's your turn. Tell us in the comments which game is ruling your garage and which ones might make you throw your controller through the screen. And remember, this isn't just a channel. It's a community of car lovers, gamers, and everyone who knows that a good drift is always worth the risk. So hit that subscribe button, share this with your friends, and let's keep this high octane party rolling. Until next time, may your fastest lap be unbeatable, your pit stops perfect, and your road rage stay firmly in the virtual world. Keep your eyes on the road, your hands on the wheel, and your heart in the fast lane. See you soon, gearheads. Keep those engines revved and those motors spinning. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your fellow car lovers. And remember, if the car you're driving doesn't make you feel like a superhero, then you're driving the wrong one. The world's full of incredible machines that can turn your everyday commute into something epic, so don't settle. This is Friends with Benefits, driving off.